No, no, no. That's something you drive around in when you're getting ill. Aw. I was with you on that one, Steffi. Laden or unladen? Okay, fair. Noom. Hi. One piece at least.
We are looking to head just north of here to Nostad. Very well then. I'll take you there in the morning. As much as I would like to remain and provide you assistance, I have my own men to look after for the moment. Many of them are out on duty at the moment, and considering the state in which we had to flee, I imagine they will not be welcomed back with open arms. So I have to see to their safety. Oh, completely understandable, miss, and I assure you we will be able to find our own way. We'll be heading over to Hearthwaite shortly after you depart, and meeting up with one of the mother's allies. She should be able to assist us in your absence. She seems to nod at that. Turning her attention back to you, Lana.
Yes.
You said that when we first discussed that Nicandros was not with you yet. Did you have plans to meet up with him somewhere?
Not really. Everything when we were spread out, everything happened so fast. I'm not really sure where he went.
I see. I'll keep an eye out for him on my travels, and I just ask that you do the same as well.
Yes, ma'am. If I do come across him, I'll make sure to send you one of those pigeon thingies. I still have them.
That would be greatly appreciated, thank you. I'll find a way to get back in touch with you as well. Hopefully, one of the birds should be able to find you just as easily as they find me. But for now, I assume it's been a long day for you all as it has been for me. So, I'll be heading to bed for the night. And she excuses herself and heads off to go wind down for the evening. If there's anything you would like to discuss while you have a moment tonight, feel free to do so now, otherwise we will move on to the morning.
I think Lana's just going to check around and just kind of express her relief that everybody's okay, and just kind of, check with everyone, see how everyone in the party's doing.
Anyone dead?
Yeah,
Maybe inside.
a lot inside.
Makes us glad everyone's alive.
Who seems to be in pretty high spirits.
Well, can't stay distressed forever, right? That and, you guys made it out okay, so surely everybody else did too.
Did Lana say they can't stay distressed forever, like, in everybody's hearing range?
I don't know, did Tomas hear it?
Oh.
Got him.
If he did, he's just gonna look at Lana and be like, that's a challenge accepted, Lana.
Well, you would.
Sam, what does it say about Tomas that even Lana's calling him out on his shit?
It means he's consistent.
That's a word for it.
He's just gonna start going through his things, making sure he didn't lose anything on the trip. And say, well, I hope you guys had an easier time than I did. I was shot.
Again?
Thanks, Mika.
You seem to make a habit of it, lad.
I didn't exactly have anybody else with me.
Nobody did.
Is alright. This is gonna seem like a stupid question. Where the fuck were all of you at?
Well,
The
who wants to go
Feywild.
first? What?
Just gonna look at Reese. What? The
Well,
what?
not at first. I don't think. Yeah, wait, no. Yeah, I was in the Feywild. I was in two different parts of the Feywild.
It's a Feywild.
You fucking would.
Yeah, what's a Feywild? I'm with Reeds on that.
Yeah,
It's kind of like if you think of the different planes of existence as a cake, it's kind of like the one that's closest to ours.
That's a plane of existence.
Oh, okay, so it's like we're the little frosty bits, and they're like the frosting layer.
It's like two cakes on top of each other.
I heard onions have layers.
I almost died at least 2 times. First from almost insulting the Winter Queen, and then I was being shot at, and then I was saved, and then I had lots of really good food, and had a bath, and relaxed.
Well, that took a turn near the end, didn't it?
you had a better week than I did, I'll give you that.
I walked
So-
in a never-ending forest with an asshole and a good dog.
That's a boring story.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right, Tomas. You got a thing on your cheek there.
Oh, yes, and let's not forget the biggest part. I met my god.
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
what?
asshole-
What do you
the
mean,
asshole
you
and the dog
too?
were the gods.
What do you mean, you two?
Oh yeah, me 3.
Well,
What?
God's a woman.
What?
Oh, maybe yours is.
Were all of you lot? Was I what? Was I the only one
Okay.
not running around with a god?
so when I
So as you say that, Mika, Cornelius sits down next to you guys and says, "Oh, I assure you, dear, you were not left out."
Just gonna
Tomas
look at her
gonna-
real slow, look at Cornelius.
I was gonna squint at Cornelius. He's like, "Are you fucking one of them?"
He just looks up at you, Tomas, and grins.
I hate all of you.
Wait, what?
So much right now.
Really? Oh. Oh no.
What?
I don't like this god thing. No, it's fine. I follow Hey God.
Brianna kept a very consistent list of friends. They all have a very common set of traits.
God.
Why was Mother Generous in contact with gods? What the fuck is going
she-
on here?
Brianna is the name of the
Yeah.
mother god,
Mm.
Mika.
Mika, Mother Generous was one of the creator gods.
Does that make her the grandmother?
We saw her get stabbed. I don't know what you're talking about, guys, but we saw her get stabbed.
By another god.
Eber's an asshole with a sword. What are you talking about?
He's the reincarnation of Rouse.
Indeed.
Oh, Boss is just laughing.
Listen, when I was away, I learned that champions aren't a thing. They're basically just kind of like a cover-up that gods use to mask their actions. So when
More
the
or
champion
less,
of
yes.
Rouse sacrificed himself, it wasn't a champion, it was Rouse. And now Eber's running around with his sword, which means he's the god.
Rouse has bad taste.
Rouse is...
Rouse unfortunately did not get to pick his successor.
Oh, then someone else has bad taste.
It sounds like you've met the one who picked his successor.
We all did.
Mika's going real pale and then real red and still staring at Cornelius.
Oh yeah, ethos, right?
Yes.
I probably shouldn't say that too loudly.
Congratulations to all of you, by the way. Our wonderful band has made an enemy with the sun and the creator of all life.
Just gonna wiggle next to Miko, lean over towards her.
Success?
Wait, hang on.
Yes?
How did this happen?
Well, a series of very unfortunate events for you.
Sounds like good-natured lying to me.
Sounds like you know very well that people have difficulty telling you the truth.
Yeah,
Well,
I do.
For reasons other than the fact that we would very much like to tell you the truth. But for example, and he starts speaking and your head fills with static.
Ah, stop it.
No.
Oh yeah,
What?
Lynn.
So
Oh, yeah,
would you
Lynn
prefer
was
I
very
be coy, or would you prefer that you all have tinnitus?
Oh, I'm not accusing you, but
Oh, okay.
I'll take the tinnitus.
You would.
well,
Oh, yeah, Lynn-
somebody definitely did this. So,
Yes. I have my suspicions, but I won't be able to confirm them until we meet up with our friends in Hearthwaite.
Are they gonna be saying?
And not to get your hopes up, the plural is 2.
I hope they're impressive.
One of them very much is, and I'm pretty sure you know the other one. I'm not sure which of the other ones it is yet, though.
Mika's still staring at Cornelius.
Do you have a question?
Was a Mauve one of you two?
Yes.
And
And
she
Mauve,
didn't think
what-
the entire week to say a God's be damned word.
Sorry,
Made
what was that?
spent an entire week and she didn't think it was worth saying a God's be damned word.
She has a very hesitant viewpoint on things.
Whoa, wait, one of the heroes is a god too?
You and she let that happen.
It was not so much let it happen, we did not have the same powers to interfere. So, I will be very straight with you all. I am technically a god. That is, in all practicality, borderline useless to you here.
Oh, good.
Why?
Because if gods were allowed to be gods, you would have a bunch of giant walking statues that could cleave mountains in half walking through the mortal plane, and that does not bode well for its stability. In the way that you cannot hear things, we are restricted in the way that we can act. Some very much more so than others.
As shown by the fact that Eber is doing his stuff.
Yes. Meanwhile, I, on the other hand, will be less useful to you in a fight than any of you.
I do have a real important question.
Yes?
Why were we drug into your god war? Or whatever this is.
That would be a question for Brianna, I am.
Of course.
Well, on the very slim bright side, if she did not drag you into this affair, you would have a very nice suit of silver armor on right now in all likelihood.
Wait, what about the rest of the world?
Very nice shiny suit of armor.
It's on its way to being the largest army that has ever been assembled.
For what purpose? What are these people?
It is difficult to say. I only know the general purpose that they have given us, in that the war is not as over as we were led to believe, And considering we have far less bodies than we did before, we need a much more elite force to deal with it. Much more elite than the time we had to plan under normal measures. So certain individuals are going about making sure we have those elite forces in whichever way they deem appropriate. Whether or not all of us agree on that decision varies from person to person.
Sounds like slavery to me.
You too, huh?
They talked about giving people a choice, and well, the choices didn't sound too great. Are those silver armor people still people under there?
As far as I am aware, yes.
They bleed.
They do. But for all intents and purposes, I wouldn't expect to hold up a conversation with them.
And this is happening to everyone. Everywhere.
As soon as they can get somebody there to start the conversion process, yes.
Reese is immediately just gonna slowly look at Lana.
Wait, then what? Then what happened to Millstone? That's where Epper was before when we left.
I have not been out to Millstone, but I can only make assumptions. I suspect Millstone is going the way Faircrest is currently, and that Varu already went through by the time you arrived.
Well, we're gonna go visit, right? We can't just leave that the way it is.
What are we gonna do, Lana?
Sounds like they're moving rather quickly.
As much as I would like to head over there and check as soon as we are able to, I suspect trekking a month across the continent will be not only increasingly difficult as time goes on, but I suspect we would not make it even halfway there before somebody much larger than I decided to intervene, and unfortunately I do not have the same tricks up my sleeve that Brianna does.
I doubt Oliva Olari's safe either.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, if the Marquis still there, they might be safe still.
What is the Marquis gonna do?
Yeah, that's a great question, isn't it? By the way, you should use that card sometime. He told me to remind you.
Yeah, no shit. I don't need it. Yeah.
Oh,
Reese
he's
is
the
gonna
best one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Grace, I just spent a week in
The Marquis
forest.
is Fick.
God fucking damn it.
You see Cornelius go to open his mouth to say something, then bites his tongue and has a look up. Now's probably not the best time for that.
Tomasso's gonna look at Cornelius and be like, I have a more personal question.
I will answer if I am able to.
So you said, essentially, that the gods are basically worthless on the mortal realm.
Certain ones.
Then why do we bother?
I'm guessing it depends on what they're the god of.
Correct. Assuming everything I am aware of, and that is the one thing I am good at, being aware of things, the person we will be meeting in Hearthwaite is one of the few that we can trust to actually be able to do anything of importance, that is still on our side and able to get in contact with us. And they will be the key to us being able to move around without being intercepted and quite quickly murdered the second that Ever figures out where we are.
Yeah, they seem to have a knack of finding people. I was invisible when I was shot.
Yes, well, being imbued with divine energy can give you certain senses beyond the physical.
So, little off topic, but what are you the god of?
That is the question, isn't it?
Fancy clothes.
Well, I asked the question.
Now, think of all the gods you know, and all the gods you've met, there are only a handful you have not seen before. And which of them would be the most useless to you here?
Reeves will blink, look around at everyone, and it's just like, anyone else want to guess? I got nothing.
Reese is gonna hold his hands up and shake his head.
I feel like this is something Lana would have an attempt at, but I'm kind of fighting a piranha plant right now.
That is fine. If anybody wants to take...
Do you want me to roll for you?
I can handle it. I'll just
Okay.
I'll pop a religies.
Alright.
Just to,
It's your bonus.
I got it. It's rolling the dice right now. 27.
There we go. So you try to think over the gods you've seen and heard about. You've met Ethos and Brianna. He doesn't look like a giant death skeleton, so he's probably not Xyces. Rouse is dead. Eber's a prick and definitely not helping you. He doesn't look... You know the Marquise is a god, according to Reese.
Mm-hmm.
You know Argith is a dragon, according to you.
I'm just
And
gonna.
thinking over that thought, you try to think through all the other people that, or at least appear human, in their common descriptions. And the only other humans you can think of on that list are the non-racial deities. Nara, the White Witch, and Nara would be a lot... Nara is usually described as a female. Avdar, the Wanderer. And Kos, the Many-Faced God.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and just open up the deity list real quick.
That is fair.
Is that in resources or?
It's in general.
It's
In general
pinned.
pinned.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Mika's got her,
Religion.
her own gears working right now.
Many.
Has not broken her stare.
Tomas is gonna go sit with Mika.
well, you're one of two
Pat her on the
options. How many faces do you have? Just the one?
Only one currently.
Okay, well that explains it.
Indeed it does.
Only one
So what-
face, huh?
So which god is he?
Well,
How do you pronounce this? Kwas?
Kos.
Kos.
I'm suspecting Kos right now, although I can't be 100% certain, but
I haven't heard of him.
they are the deceptive sort. Oh, I just read about them in one of the books when I was doing my studies.
Do you still have those books? They feel important now.
No, they were with Mother Generous in the convoy.
You might want to start hosting classes.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, it's a matter of how much of that information is still correct.
What?
You mean it's been outdated?
Some of it, you already know of at least one god who's changed.
So the gods just change.
Argith told me that all gods were mortal once.
Everybody else suck ass.
My god's great. Maybe you just picked a bad god.
Pretty alright.
Yeah, I have to agree. Phelan's a bit of a prick.
Glaring at Cornelius.
Oh, so I'm the bad one for saying it. I have to work with the guy.
It's not my problem. It's on you.
I thought you said your god was crap, Tomas.
One of them is. Another one's fine. Got to cut the other one. That's fine.
What?
Pet the other one?
Don't get him started.
Okay. You guys know how Zara was what she was? Like Karali.
Oh, I thought you meant mom.
You make me tired sometimes.
Reese just gives you the most charming, sarcastic smile ever.
Yeah, well, Kiral is one of my gods also. You know, she's like a werewolf. Wolf. I'm really too tired to explain this to you guys.
So, Tomas, speaking of that,
Mhm.
as you go to rub one of your eyes and look off into the distance towards the forest, you realize your vision stretches on past the darkness of the trees.
Fucking god damn it.
You okay there, Tomas?
No, I'm really not.
Well,
How
at
far
least
can you
you're
guys
admitting
see?
it now.
Like, can you guys like see far out there? And he's pointing at the forest.
No.
How
I mean,
far would I be able to see with low light?
A little past the tree line. Not very far, though.
I mean, I can see the trees.
I can see just past the trees, yeah.
And you said that Tomas can see like into the forest.
Oh, yeah, like real deep.
Oh fucking hell! God damn it!
Your vision is stopped because it eventually becomes too dense, not because it is too dark.
He just starts squinting and blinking. He's like, "Go back to your talk. I'm done."
Maybe you need to sleep.
Probably.
Hey, this is another kind of off-topic question, but it just kind of hit me. Has anybody seen Reese's bird in a while?
Me and Matt both forgetting the bird.
Mom, what's that recent bird better not be a fucking god?
Reese is like, oh, fuck, where is my bird? Oh no. I
To
don't know
my
how to
knowledge-
resummon that.
What is your bird's name?
Allegro.
He starts like counting on his fingers for a second. I don't think there's an Allegro.
I hate him.
That's not the name. It's not the name he gave. Oh. We don't let the bird talk. If the bird talks, bad things happen.
Did you have anything else to impart, Cornelius?
Nothing. Unfortunately, nothing that you'd hear at the moment. Just rest up while you can. We have a few interesting days ahead of us.
I only have one more question for you.
Sure.
Did you have a hand in what happened at Cindergate?
We all had a hand at what happened at Cindergate, dear. As much as we all regret it.
What happened in
Mika's gonna
Cindergate?
nod for a second, and then she's gonna haul back and deck Cornelius
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Starts laughing.
and walk
Alright,
off.
roll me a hit.
What is unarmed? Actually, I don't have that number.
It's whatever you're trained in for your martial. So treat it as a weapon hit without the +1.
Okay, so that's a 23.
Yep, you deck him in the chin, and He kind of rubs at the impact, but doesn't really say anything. Just nods.
And she's gonna stomp off and to wherever they're camping.
Tomas is gonna look at Cornelius and be like, at least you're willing to accept what you're owed. And he'll get up and walk after Mika.
Ah.
Glad to say I'm appreciated here.
Well, since we're all kind of rammed down, mind if I try a question of my own?
Is your question going to end in a punch?
No.
Okay, then shoot.
Lana's punches actually hurt.
Hey.
I think that one hurts quite a bit too.
Do you remember Argith at all?
Unfortunately, she was before my time. We do not know who her successor is, unfortunately.
So how does that work? I mean, you know who she is, like the yeah, yeah.
The giant silver dragon that kicks the shit out of anything that exists and tries to fuck with the material plane. Yes, I know who Argith was. Was being the key word there. Nobody's seen her in a long time.
Well, she has been around.
That'd be the first I've heard of it, and I hear quite a lot of things.
So wait. So do like gods just float around in the ether and wait to just, I don't know, fill someone like a really new shiny mug?
I appreciate you think that we exist in such a way that we can haunt a body like a ghost, but unfortunately that is not the case.
I don't know.
To put it in the easiest terms that was described to me, I am simply a conduit for the domains which I represent. They exist both before and after me. I just choose the best way for them to interact with the world under normal circumstances, which these are far from.
Oh, so it's like you've been given a very old and important hat.
Yes. Also, everybody that sees that you have that hat would like to kill you and wear the hat. Please do not kill me in my sleep. That would be very unfortunate for the both of us, I assure
Do I
you.
look like someone that could kill you in your sleep, Cornelius?
The hat makes you paranoid too.
I can see that. You
I
got
think
that
he's
down
really taking
pat.
a shining to this hat metaphor.
It's a good metaphor.
It was a good metaphor.
Can I roll a religion check to understand domains as a concept?
Sure.
At least into relation of how Leard's domains interact with them.
Mhm.
10.
But Leard is freedom.
That's perfect.
Okay, I think that's enough, actually. It's like, so, wait. But Leard is freedom, right?
Leard is the current freedom.
So there
Freedom
were
is a hat.
so there were other freedoms before Leard.
Potentially.
Were they
Leard was
called
wearing their
too?
hat before I was. Wearing my hat, I don't wear theirs.
So... Okay, so the clothes have always existed. You just wear them.
That's it.
So, but instead of owning the clothes, they own you?
It's a mutually beneficial relationship.
Wait, does this apply to the Fey gods too?
Fuck if I know, quite frankly.
Can I make a check on that?
Go for it.
Can't wait for this really bad religion check.
For the most part, yes, but let's just say certain gods behave in very interesting ways that I am not keen on because they do not like to share it.
Yeah, the Fey are like that. 20.
Yeah, you do not understand the intrinsical nature of what a Fey deity is at its core level.
Yeah, I figured, but it was worth a roll.
Yeah. Divine metaphysics.
I like my pantheon. My pantheon's a good pantheon when they're not trying to kill you.
Can we make Ethos take off his clothes?
I think he went over that. I think that means we have to kill him.
Technically, somebody can hand over the hat. You will be trying to ask the sun to hand over his hat.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go very well. I mean, I'm very charismatic. I can usually talk the pants off most people, but
I believe in
probably
you.
not the sun. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and talk the pants off the sun. Are you crazy?
I believe in you.
That's great. I'm still not doing it.
I appreciate your willingness to watch your friend die horrifically, but I would have to recommend against that action.
Ah, it was just a joke.
You know, I did have another weird question.
That is the theme of the night.
Yeah, so whatever,
A lot.
yeah, whatever sent us to wherever we ended up, did anybody else have like some weird fever dream? Was it a dream? Maybe it was a dream. I don't know anymore.
I mean, mine wasn't really all that crazy. I just kind of talked to Eilith about where my master went. I need to talk to Mika. I'll wait until she's feeling better.
Yeah, she's probably not exactly in a good place right now.
I would imagine not, no.
Reese is gonna lean in kind of towards Cornelius and be like, "What did happen in Cindergate?"
If I tell you, I'm afraid she'll punch me again.
Look, if she goes for
Some
the punch, very unfortunate circumstances happened in our home city. We tried to intervene, and it did not go as well as we had hoped.
Okay, that's good to know. Don't talk about Cindergate. But yeah, I had a really weird dream. There was something very large and terrifying in my dream.
I think that's called a nightmare.
Thanks, Lana.
Can you share pants?
I wish I could tell you that was a stupid question, but it isn't.
You mean like split deities?
It's difficult for me to explain. The only person here that would actually understand is very upset with me at the moment. But let's just say I am called the Many-Faced God for a variety of reasons.
I'm assuming it'd be very much like a three-legged race.
Does somebody else have part of your hat?
I'm so
Eh?
glad Tomas is not there for this call. I'm so glad he went after Mika. He'd be so mad right now.
It's like a hall pass. We can only one person can have it at a time.
What's a hall pass? School doesn't exist.
You're right.
I went to college. I'm right here.
All right, I'm bailing out of this one, you guys.
Who's in college?
Oh my god.
It's a bard school. They need to rein them in.
Literally called going to a bard college. He's the only one that went to college.
And it really shows. That's a dig at everyone else.
Well, fucking rude. Tomas went to school, he just didn't listen.
Okay.
I mean.
Anyway, so it's like a hall pass.
Reese briefly gives an explanation of a hall pass and then looks back to Cornelius.
Thank you. But yes, I am. It is very likely you will eventually meet them, but circumstances dictate that they cannot be here with me.
Is it kind of like that situation where you can't be in the same room?
It's actually kind of the inverse of that. We can only be in the same room, but only one specific room. It's very weird. So remember how I said I'm borderline worthless to you
Yeah.
all in my current state?
Is it because your
Some
other
of-
half is gone?
No, it's because I'm only useful when I'm cheating. And unfortunately, I can't cheat out here.
I'm so glad Tomas is not.
Reese has the math lady face.
I think, yeah, Mika's probably couldn't have God, she's not there too.
I know, Tomas would have looked at Mika and told her to punch him again.
I don't have a fucking clue what's going on. She just would have punched Cornelius again for the hell of this point.
This is a fun talk. I don't know what you guys' problem is.
I kind of wish that I could go back to the Feywild now. It seems much less dangerous.
For now.
Yes,
No,
at least you know everything in the Feywild will kill you. You can only
Exactly.
assume most things here will try to kill you.
Exactly.
So
I will
it's-
tell you, there is a slight increase with every passing day that will be true.
What?
Oh, I should. You know, this is great. This is fantastic. I should just pretend that I'm in the Feywild, except it looks worse.
Yes.
That was sarcasm, Cornelius.
Doesn't make it less true.
Ugh. I'm gonna become Tomas at this rate. Ugh.
That would be
Well-
quite impressive. You have a long way to go, both in age and hate.
At least the trees probably won't kill us like they would the Feywild.
Not here, correct.
Yeah, I guess that's the only bonus. Unless someone's disguised as a tree, and then we're fucked.
Yes, that would be unfortunate.
You are just so helpful right now, Cornelius.
I do what I can.
Oh come on, he's already feeling bad that he can't do much more for us.
I need at least 3 bottles of wine.
Oh. So
What?
there might have been a situation where back in Olivia Olari, Reeves did pinch 3 bottles of wine and never got rid of them.
That's true.
It's going to produce 3 bottles of wine.
No, yes, he sets down his pack, rummages through it, and pulls them out.
Cornelius just cocks an eyebrow at you. Do you do that on command?
You know, that's what I'm wondering.
Just as once.
That is alarmingly accurate. I'll take it. I'll take it.
There you go.
Right. Anybody else, or is this all mine?
I think it's all yours, Reese. Unless Wolf wants it, but Wolf doesn't strike me as a wine guy.
Yeah, Wolf, you've been really quiet.
He's usually pretty quiet unless it comes to murdering things.
God situation. I don't know what to think of it. I don't really have any words for it.
Did you meet your god too? Or are you the one that wasn't special enough to meet their god?
Not only did I meet my God saved me.
Oh, same.
Kind of the same, I think.
Lynn
I was-
definitely saved my hide.
I was about to be burned alive.
Wait, Lynn's your
Guys,
god? Lynn,
Yes, she
Lynn
is.
weird?
What? like the joke name, Lynn?
Oh, you got that too?
What? I don't get it.
Oh, Reese. Not Reese.
Oh, me. Oh,
Oh,
you do need
Reeves.
wine.
Yeah, he does.
Well, you see, Lana, she's a goblin named Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn's her name. I'm still not getting it.
Goblin.
Oh! Oh, that's
Yeah!
clever.
Yeah, I only recently just got it too.
During this conversation, Reese is working out the cork in one of the wine bottles. Pops it.
Do you mind sharing one of those?
He's kind of gonna squint at Cornelius for a long moment. I guess. And he's gonna take a swig straight from the bottle.
Big mood.
But yeah, apparently Lynn is Leard.
Wow. I thought Leard was a guy.
I thought so too. But Cornelius said that some of the gods were changing or something.
Well, maybe Lynn just got the hat.
Maybe Lear doesn't appreciate your gender norms.
That's a gender norm.
Oh, I'm. Reese is gonna go and sit next to Cornelius and drink his wine.
Is it one of your college things?
I suppose you could say that.
Wow, college sounds weird.
Reeves, look at yourself.
I'm a perfectly normal goblin.
I don't know if that's better or worse. He will share the wine with Cornelius, though.
And he appreciates that.
And Reese will probably take first watch because he had a really nice long rest before
Yeah.
any of this, so.
So I will say, Reese, as you're drinking the wine, you feel almost like you hit a mental wall. But you feel like if you really wanted to, you could push past it with bare minimum effort. But a conscious effort.
What kind of wine did I get?
Reese is gonna, like, look at the wine. What sort of check do I need to make for this, Matt? To figure out what it is.
Just roll me a flat d20.
A flat d20. Let's take it off. 14.
Yeah, you realize that you haven't really been getting drunker yet.
Oh.
You still feel perfectly sober.
Reese is gonna stare at the wine bottle for a long moment and then just kind of raise it and be like, "Praise be to Feck." And just take another drink.
So you're pushing past it?
Yeah.
Alright. So as you make the conscious effort to do so, you feel yourself loosening up just a little bit as you start to get tipsy.
Oh, this is the best gift ever.
And unless you choose to do so again, you simply remain tipsy.
Reese is gonna side-eye Cornelius and be like, "Hey, do you want to play a game?
Well, it depends. What's the game?
Drinking game."
Just squints at you. Not considering who you worship, no.
Shame.
Unfortunately, all of our daily rituals do not involve a bottle of wine, my boy.
3.
Fair. And proving my point.
Reese shrugs, keeps drinking. He's like, I should probably save one of these bottles, actually, for dire emergencies, considering I don't think we're going to be able to get any much liquor in the
Yes,
next
and considering tomorrow is still
year.
another day.
Yes.
It would shame you if you'd have to be sober through the end of the world.
Oh. Tragic.
Oh, before I go and help make camp, can you save the bottles?
What are you gonna do with the bottles?
I don't know yet, but I might need them for later.
They are a
gonna be
lovely,
good.
lovely green color, so I suppose they match you.
Sure. Enjoy. And then he'll just waddle away.
Bye.
Cornelius holds the bottle up to his nose real quick and takes a sniff. And after a judging moment, takes another sip. Either this isn't poisoned and I'll be fine, or it was poisoned and I won't have to deal with this anymore.
You know,
Cheers.
I like your outlook, and he will clink his bottle against Cornelius's. You sure you don't want to join, Lana?
I am absolutely certain.
I'm gonna stay up for a bit and keep watch. You can join us if you want, but you look tired.
Well, I mean, it was a big day. I've got a lot to think about.
Well, then we will keep the deer and other forest creatures at bay. Enjoy a night of rest and relaxation.
They could be evil deer.
How frightening.
Mm.
Charlotte in another universe shivering.
That's right, fuck! Charlotte was in the dungeon with the evil deer!
Yep. Yeah, those were like Eldritch deer, it's fine.
Yeah,
Still evil.
technically. Or just hungry.
Anyway. Yeah, Lana will just kind of give a polite little wave and then kind of scoot her way into a quiet little corner of camp.
Alright. Anything else anybody wants to do that night?
While they're all having their talk and Tomas is following Mika, eventually he'll just be like, so, is this one of those instances where we talk about why we punched the asshole god? Not that I mind that you punched him, it was actually kind of great. Or do we just sit in companionable angry silence?
Are we bitching or fixing her, basically?
You can do as you like.
Cool, companionable angry silence. I like that one. If you want to sleep, go for it. I'll wake you up when I need my 2 hours.
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Tomas has his fucking ring.
Yeah, he'll be up the entire time, and eventually, like, he'll start wandering around and look at Reese like, why the fuck are you up? And then just walk away.
Mika's just sitting with her clan daggers kind of spread out, just kind of sitting. Not
Reese
like,
Reese just watching Tomas walk away. That's very much like you to not wait for an answer.
But yeah, Reeves is just gonna catch up with his family to see how they're doing, and then help set up camp and all that.
Yep. Other than basic rations, it looks like while you guys were having a chat, Werdrun scrounged up a couple local edible plants, so you guys have something a little flavorful to snack on, enough to fill your bellies at least.
Matt, I also don't need to eat, do I?
No, you don't.
Sweet.
Tomas has ascended beyond food with his paranoia.
He's lived as few dare to dream.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. Last call.
Matt, that was the best item you ever could have given me. I love you.
Yeah, I know. So, you all eventually cycle through a night of sleep, and the following morning, as the sun begins to rise, people start getting up from their makeshift camps, and everybody starts preparing for another fun trip. Per Cornelius's instructions, Lady Eldriness brings you to the dock city here, west of Hearthwaite, and has you guys dropped off in the small city set up here. As she lands, she takes her humanoid form again, and all of you huddle around for a moment to talk. Alright. Should we worry about any of you being seen out here as you're approaching the city? Do you need to remain until you make your way to Hearthwaite? Oh, there's no need for that at all. I assure you, and I have double-checked this quite thoroughly, we are the only people here. And he says that quite confidently as you see a small, bustling port city behind him.
What about the guys over there unloading the crates?
Can I make a check to see if that's an illusion?
Yes, you can.
Is that an occult
Roll
check?
me a perception check.
Oh, a perception check. I'm worse at those.
Yeah.
Can I do that as well?
Yes, and you apply your ring's bonus
30.
to it.
Alright.
Lana doesn't even like humor the thought of doubting. She's just like,
But there's people.
If
24.
if it's magical in nature, Reeves will not understand.
I think that's the best perception check Reese has ever rolled.
So, nobody else really notices anything off, but as you're looking around, Reese, you notice that ever so faintly some of the ways the light and the shadows are interacting seems off. And as you squint closer, you start to see just the faintest traces of objects clipping as real objects hit illusionary objects just barely. And nobody reacts to any of it. You're fairly certain that the people moving through the city are illusionary.
Oh, look, that one's going shopping. There's like a little kid playing over there. There's people here.
That is a very well crafted illusion.
That it is.
Wait, what?
I suspect the entirety of this port city and Hearthwaite itself are as abandoned as they have been for the past year.
What happened a year ago?
How familiar are you all with the founding of Hearthwaite?
Not at all.
Nothing.
Not really.
Can I roll a society?
I will let you roll society, yes.
His society.
I don't think Reese would have gone up there, so I'm not gonna roll.
Because he's old. That is a 31.
Yep. So it's been a thing that you heard about for a while. It was founded, I think, I forget the exact date. It was either a little before your time or shortly after you were born, I believe. But Hearthwaite was founded as a sovereign state, in agreement with discussions with all of the other factions on this continent, as a safe haven for practitioners of the magical arts, to protect those trying to study the arcane from undue prejudice. in suspicion.
Tomas will parrot that.
It seems that you were awake at least through some of your lessons.
I'm just
Amazing.
really old. I'm literally just old.
That works too in this case. Well, let us just say that the founding of Hearthwaite did not cause those prejudices to evaporate. And when a sudden war is spawned by demons pouring into the world, a lot of people had their suspicions. Whether they were founded or not, did not change how they acted upon it.
Why does everybody blame people that use magic?
Y'all are weird.
Because they're scared and don't understand it.
Because it's a lot easier to blame the local mage for your crops failing than it is weather phenomenon and sheer luck.
Or just being a shit farmer.
But I just need all of you to be very aware to stay on your guard. Just because there's nobody here does not mean we are not being watched. You'll recall that the representative of Hearthwaite, I believe was the title he used at the meeting that you were all keen to be brought into. Back at the kingdom. Back at the capital.
I don't remember a whole lot of them talks, to be honest.
The bald old man that had a bunch of strange tattoos on his head.
Oh, him.
Yes, he is the only one that I am aware of that survived and is still an active member of Hearthwaite. And let's just say I would not be very happy if we met him. I have
Anything we need to
very
know?
Remember how I said some of my kind are more useful than others?
Oh, he's a god.
In all likelihood, yes, or very close to being one.
Great.
So, can anyone become a god?
Certainly seems that way.
In theory, the chance of a random commoner tripping into godhood is infinitesimally small, but certain unscrupulous and or very cunning individuals have found their way to it. Either willingly or unwillingly having it handed off to them.
Which was you.
Unscrupulous.
Oh, you wound me, sir.
Am I wrong?
No. But I assure you it is not anything nearly as sinister as this man.
You almost think it sounded like he kind of stole it or something.
Probably did.
I did not steal it. As I said, I am just very good at cheating.
No,
No,
I
the
think
other
Lana
guy-
meant the other guy.
The other guy.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, you wanna go with like Ben how you didn't steal it?
Well, he's not the god of observation. Be nice.
No, just the god of knowledge. But yes, with all due luck, he will be away from home long enough for us to break in and take what we need, and be gone before he comes back and murders us all.
We are stealing from a god.
Thought we were meeting someone.
Are you giving us permission to loot?
I'm asking you to loot very specific things, because if we do not steal them, we will die very shortly.
What if we
Oh.
loot unspecified items?
You are more than welcome to. There's a good chance most of them will kill you.
Cool.
Right. don't touch strange magical items. Gotcha.
Oh,
You
wait.
are by all means welcome to wander his grounds as soon as we are done with the work. I personally will be leaving when we are done. You are all
It's-
welcome to join me.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna be like that in one mansion, is it? Except it's the whole country.
What mansion are you referring to?
The one where all the furniture came alive and tried to kill us.
Knowing the man that he is, kind of less furniture, more corpses.
Oh,
Oh,
Necromancy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
Can I roll a religion to see if we can make that connection?
What?
Can I roll to see if we can make the connection between a god and necromancy? And Dead
Yeah,
Space?
roll me a religion check.
Oh no.
17.
A god and corpses. Is he talking about fucking Xyces?
Yeah, Tomas is gonna parrot that. He's like, are we fucking robbing from Xyces?
Oh god, no.
I feel like that was a pun. I'm not sure I'm fond of it.
No, unfortunately it was not. Old habits. And unfortunately I don't have as much wit as one of our friends, and he glances over to you, Reeves, to refer to myself in the third person for that. No, even if I wanted to steal from Xyces, and I don't because I value my existence, I haven't a fucking clue where he is.
Worrisome.
Yes, well, he does that.
okay. So
I'm sure he's somewhere doing something important away from all of us.
Less gods would be good.
And it's probably better that he not be involved, considering his work. Not that I suspect he would do us any harm, just that I personally would prefer that the others not meddle in his affairs.
Right. So get in, get out. The end.
Get in, find a way to reconnect with our two friends, and leave before he comes home and kills us all. Yes, that is the plan. And
While
for
stealing
that
stuff.
plan to work, I would highly recommend we only move in with a small team of individuals that are ready to deal with the appropriate level of threats. Hence why I stopped us here and not at Hearthwaite itself. And he turns to Emmy and Reeves's circus family. As much as I am sure you would all love to accompany us on this daring adventure, I think it would probably be in everyone's best interests if you found a way to lay low here away from prying eyes until we found a way to get back. They seem... Cedar seems to nod in response to that. As much as I would like to assist Reeves and his companions, I do see logic in that. Escape artists, we are. God slayers, we are not.
I'm not either, but I'm still going.
I'm glad they think we're godslayers.
yeah, we kind of got beat pretty hard by the last one we ran into.
I mean, at least apparently we look impressive.
Then might I offer you a piece of advice from a man who has had many years of experience on the road? If they'll kill you if you get caught, just don't get caught.
Best advice ever.
Right, well, let's go not get caught.
That is the
Yeah.
spirit. Don't worry. There's one thing we're good at, it's hiding low. We'll see to it that we, and your young friend here are safely tucked away until your return.
Tomas is gonna walk up to Cedar and look him as straight in the eyes as he can, because I'm assuming Cedar's probably taller than him.
Probably.
He'll be like, anything happens to her, I will have your head.
Duly noted.
Good. I think he's gonna go to Emmy and he's gonna hand her his dog and tell her how to use it.
Thanks, Tomas. Y'all try to be careful, okay?
Will do, Emmy. Just don't die. If they get attacked, leave them and run.
You know I can still hear you.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Reese glances back and says, "Oh, don't mind him. He almost stabbed me for talking to her."
Doubly noted. Okay, let us find a place to go tuck ourselves away. And thus they exclude themselves from the plot.
Tomas is grinning when Reese mentions that.
Well, you all seem to have yourselves handled here. I wish you all the best of luck. Hopefully once I'm able to make contact with the others, we'll find a way to meet back up. But until then, best of luck to you on your journey. And thus, Lady Eldriness gives you all a deep bow, gives herself some clearance, and starts flying off back southwest. And thus did your dragon ride. Your dragon Uber finished dropping you off at the destination.
So she's gone. How are we, what's the plan?
Well, I believe you're quite familiar with this part of the plan. Let's start walking.
I meant like after, whatever.
Don't get caught, don't die.
Don't get caught, don't die, and hope our friend is able to get us out of there like I expect she will be able to.
Oh boy.
I never
Reeves
said it was a
will-
good plan, I said it was the only plan.
Yep.
Reeves will just sort of cant his head at that, but just sort of shrug and just follow along.
Forgive me
Guess
for
this
not
is our lives now.
Forgive me for not trusting your plans too terribly much.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand why Mika punched you.
Yes, well,
Don't antagonize the god.
fair enough. And thus, a very depressed Cornelius starts leading you guys up
Oh,
the road.
I am sorry, Mika's not.
I know.
I'm not sorry.
He has one sort of friend in Reese.
Reeves likes him.
I think it's literally just the old ones that don't.
Oh, it's true. It's Tomas and Mika. While they're walking, Reese is gonna lean over to Lana and say, "How do you know her, the big dragon lady?"
She's my boss.
Oh. Your boss is really pretty for an older lady. And he's just gonna keep walking.
What?
Sandra's mom!
No, we don't know that!
We don't know that.
None of our characters know that.
Alright. So, as you guys start making your way inland, it is starting to get late in the afternoon. But you probably still have a good hour or two left of sunlight as you start approaching the giant walled academy of Hearthwaite. For I believe all of you, this is your first time being here.
Yeah.
Correct.
Most definitely.
So, as you approach the beautifully landscaped and tailored grounds, you can see people moving about on the inside of the court. Reese, with the check you made before, you can see once again that all of these people are illusions. And as you approach in a hushed voice, Cornelius whispers over his shoulder to you all. As much as I would love to show them all due courtesy, do remember that none of the people that we are seeing here are real. They are watching you, though. Think of them as walking security cameras. They look like they'll be knocked to the ground when you bump into them. They are not.
What's a
Don't give them
camera?
any cause of concern. It's a fancy term that some mages use for long-distance viewing devices. Let us just say the second we step onto this court ground, our friend will know where we are. It is just a matter of dealing with it before he can get back here to kill us.
Oh god.
So
How
speed.
long? How long do
Speed
you
is
think we're
very
gonna be here?
important, yes, so we're going to be power walking through all of the unfortunate students despite their protests. Once again, I assure you this is not real.
How long? How long were we planning on being here? I know as little time as possible, but
Assuming all things go to plan, an hour, maybe 2. Any longer than that, and we will very likely all be dead.
Let's get a
All
move
right,
on
then.
then.
Reeves will pop his cloak.
Unfortunately, not all of us have that trick, but I like your gusto. So, as you guys start walking through, Cornelius leads you onto the grounds. The gates are not barred, but people do give you curious looks as you enter. And you see a couple people move up to Cornelius, some of them wearing more fancy robes and laurels draped over them. And they go to ask him what business he has on the academy grounds today, and it looks like he just shoulder checks his way through them as he just keeps power walking up the pathway and around the side of the building.
He's like, oh, this feels so rude. I don't like it.
Sir, sir.
I have no idea. I have no idea if non-detection is will work here, but Reeves
Worth a shot.
Reeves thinks it will.
Non-detection. Let us check. I forget if there's a DC associated with non-detection, so I will see.
Yeah.
Non-detection. That targets an area or multiple targets. Okay, so he has to make. Alright. So I made the hidden non-detection, what's the term for it? Counteract check. We'll see if they notice you.
Cool.
Specifically you, Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else does not have the ability to hide, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So, Reese,
Mm-hmm.
as you're walking through this place, everybody else, this smells like freshly cut grass, flowers, some kind of herbs in the distance towards the back where it looks like they've set up an alchemy garden. Reese, all you smell is ash, charcoals, and cinders.
It's so good Mika can't smell that.
As they're going, can Reese bend down and like brush his fingers against the stone?
Yes,
If he pulls them up, are they charred?
they are sooty. Nobody else sees the soot but you.
Okay. Yep, going.
Yep. So as you make it to the back of the academy and you hear people talking very confusedly about your entrance, Cornelius scans the backyard for a moment and says, yes, I believe this is the place. Now it's just a matter of bringing it all crashing down so our friend, our actual friend, can meet up with us. So, and he starts pointing around at some of the buildings. First here, then here, then here, and then across all 3 buildings here before nodding his head. That's probably our best bet. For reference, oh, and hello, friend. He just looks at one of the people staring at him incredulously and waves before turning back to you all. As I mentioned before, this is all under a very powerful illusion. And what we need to do right now is find a way to tear that down.
You mean like physically?
I have Dispel Magic.
I appreciate the gusto.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be strong enough.
Unfortunately, that will not work in this.
Yeah.
We are currently standing on a very, very complex interwoven series of sigils that are powering the illusion and a couple of very other unpleasant effects that it is hiding. Our only hope of getting through it in time is to tear down a couple of the pillars, keeping those interwoven spells in place enough that it cannot sustain itself in the self-circulating loop that it is.
I'm sorry, could you demage that for me?
All I
We're breaking
heard,
stuff.
Because the master is away, we're going to kick down a few of his things so the spell dies.
We're breaking
Thank
stuff.
you.
tell me where to hit, please.
In order to make sure this is all done quickly, we'll want to tear down 2 adjacent ones so they cannot close the gap, so to speak. Our best bet is probably going into the basements of this building here and this building here, and tearing through whatever enchantments they have in place down there, empowering the illusion. The first one might cause it to flicker briefly, but it's not going to fall down until we have the second in place.
I have a feeling we're gonna meet resistance.
Because you are very likely going to meet resistance.
Yep.
Before he was the headmaster of the academy, he was the headmaster of the necromantic fields of arts, and he has friends waiting for us, I assure you that.
Well,
And
I can imagine.
on that note, I trust I can leave you all to the basement while I do what little I can up here to make sure that you do not have friends coming from both in front of you and behind you.
are you sure you don't want any of us to stick with you?
I appreciate your concern, but being a distraction is one of my few useful talents.
How can somebody sound so arrogant and so self-derogatory at the same time?
It's a gift.
A learned gift.
But as I said, time is of the essence, so unless you have any very important questions at the last moment, I do recommend we begin this before we all burst into flames.
Mika limbers up her shield and starts marching.
OOC knowledge. Are we each splitting and going to the 2 buildings?
He recommends, considering how strong he expects the defenses to be, that you all go together.
Okay. Wanted to be clear on that.
Yep.
To this one.
Alright. Any objections?
None.
Alright. So, he wishes you off and begins moving around, tracing some sort of pattern that you guys can't see as he moves across the fairgrounds. And leaves you guys to enter the building. People are confused as you enter one of the campus grounds buildings. And after poking around with the instructions Cornelius gave you, you eventually find a hidden latch in one of the laboratories, and much to the protest of the professor and some of the other students, you begin climbing your way down the stairs.
As they're descending, Reese is gonna very quietly say, "By the way, I don't know if it smells like it to anybody else, but it smells like ash and burnt things and dead things here. And when I put my fingers down to the ground, they came away sooty. So, if that tells you anything."
It tells me you need a better nose.
Nah, I don't think so.
Is Reese the only one that smells that?
Yes.
Miko, look at Reese for a second. Look at her hammer. Once we get in range of something, she's gonna fire up her ember. Not yet, though.
Alright. So, can you guys see the map I transitioned you to?
Yep.
Yes.
It's black.
Yeah.
Scoot up.
Scroll up.
You're in the top left corner. Feel free to reorganize yourself anywhere within that square, and then we're going to take a few minutes break just so I can rest my voice for a second and grab something to drink, and everybody else can stretch their legs.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, is this an initiative square? Oh wait, never mind. I thought it was. It was before I scrolled up. I was like the battle box, like the deployment zones. I remember that.
Ow.
Alright. Having fun so far?
E.
You like
Yeah.
your stupid new friend?
No.
Yes.
Cornelius tries his best to be a good boy.
I
It's just kind of-
personally adore him.
I like Cornelius. I'm sorry
Yeah.
that Mika has.
very good reasons to be upset.
I'm sorry that Mika has to hate him right now.
Reese looks at Cornelius and is like, ah, yes, that's probably what I'm going to be in a few years.
My role model.
I
No, not
personally-
that. Just.
My inevitability.
I personally love that Mika hates him.
I can't wait for Reeves to talk shop with him.
I feel like I'm being gaslit.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
A little bit.
Or maybe you're the only one that sees what's real.
In Reese's case, that's actually true.
Hey,
A what?
What's up?
I'm gonna need a few more minutes. I'm gonna bit nice real quick.
Alright, yeah. Don't worry. I need to stretch my rest of my voice for a second anyway.
What about Reese? I was talking to Nathan.
I just said I need to rest my voice.
Oh no, before that.
I feel like this would be a wonderful moment to gaslight you and tell you that nobody said anything about Reese.
That's a lie, because I heard Seppi say it.
No, we were just talking about what he's sensing.
Yeah, like, you're the only one that actually notices what the...
I'm thinking it might be because I saw through the illusion with my perception check.
Yeah, no one else did.
But I'm not sure.
Did Mika
It's
not even
not.
see through it with a 24?
Apparently not.
Nope.
Damn.
It's actually a very low roll for me for perception.
It's a really high roll for Reese.
Yeah. Reese just rolled unnaturally high.
Mika's still a little bit blind rage at the moment.
Good.
Yeah.
You gave her. You found the ledge, Matt.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
I do
Dude,
love.
that ain't God.
Oh.
I was hoping.
Oh no, she's pissed at all of them. There's just only one handy right now.
Mood! There's only one good god in this world.
I do love that Reese is very actively dissociating right now. It's very obvious. If I don't feel anything, nothing can hurt.
Do you guys love how I gave you a god companion to ferry you around, but he's literally worthless?
I love him.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm the god of knowledge. I can't summon giant flaming death swords. What do you want from me?
Summon
that
giant
Reese-
flaming death swords.
Now that Reese knows he's the god of knowledge, he's gonna be like,
Yeah, him being the god of knowledge, actually, that makes Mika more angry.
Him saying that the gods are basically useless on the moral realm just had Tomas more angry, so like, let's go.
Oh man.
I'm just glad that Tomas finally has an anger companion.
Yeah.
My poor little angry child.
I'm glad there's one person for the end of the night where Cornelius is like, I tried to help, now it's time to drink, fuck this.
Yeah.
It helped.
I'm still dying because Reese was like, I need 3 bottles of wine, and Reese is like, I got you.
I have 3 bottles of wine.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for a moment. I was waiting for a moment for those bottles to be useful, and
That
there,
was the
and there it
absolute
was.
perfect moment.
What would Reeves be if he didn't pull those out for comedic timing?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely earned him kudos points with Reese.
Huzzah!
Reese needs to get him that bottle back.
No more deck bugs for paint, go away.
No more dead bugs.
They keep trying to act as paint, but they're very much not the right color.
Too black.
Too brown.
Oh, brown.
I'm actually painting with black right now.
I did realize as I was switching back to Cedar, I'm like, oh wait, I have 2 fucking dipshits that have like the same fucking accent in my head. Now I need to figure out how to differentiate them.
Once Reese starts interacting with Cedar, he's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, music friend,"
Yeah.
or as close to it as he's going to get.
Reese has 2 new friends on this voyage. It's kind of
I don't-
exciting.
Yeah,
All the new friends.
it's because Cornelius is a nerd.
Yeah. Cornelius
Maurice
is kind
is
of
a-
a huge loser.
That's why he liked Avie. Avie was also a nerd. Everyone had
Maybe was a
Avie.
nerd who found a fucking way to bully Tomas.
That
And
was
it
also
by
hilarious.
existing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Tomas is too easy.
Yep. He's nothing if not consistent.
Bless his angry old man heart.
Oh, also, fun fact, Cornelius was going to respond to Tomas getting mad about feck by saying, I think the proper way to say that is God fecking, damn it. And then he's like, that's probably in poor taste at the moment.
That would have made
He
Reese
would've-
mad. He's like, "Excuse you."
He would have gotten shot, Matt. I'm sorry.
I know. He tries to not die. My stupid, stupid son.
So
Doesn't-
smug and yet so insecure at the same time.
I love him.
I'm sorry, Sefer.
That's fine. I just typed it.
Thank you, sir. Nah, he was just giving me his list of snares.
I know. Yeah, let me check Lana's prepared spells. Yeah, those are still fine.
Thank
I
you.
myself in fucking bug spray, and I can still feel myself being bit.
Wrong type of
Kill
bug
them all,
spray.
Sam.
There's a wrong type of bug spray?
I don't know. Maybe
Yes.
it's expired.
No, I just bought it.
Maybe
Oh.
you bought expired bug spray.
Maybe you bought bad bug spray.
Maybe you bought bug spray.
No,
Maybe these bugs have adapted beyond bug spray.
maybe it's Maybelline.
Or maybe they're born with it.
I appreciate you, Sam.
Just angrily
Ugh.
memeing.
Spite memes.
The best sort of
That's enough
memes.
Meme.
that. Now I got lunch tomorrow. Alright.
Maze.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Well, let's go party in a dungeon.
Oh boy.
Party, party. We're gonna have
Did you guys
a
see
party.
said dungeon?
Yes.
Alright. So, as you guys head downstairs, you enter a deep, dark basement. As the pathway narrows behind you, not physically closing off, just you have descended so far that you cannot see the original entryway. The room you're standing in is nearly pitch black. Only faintly illuminated by some arcane light sources on the walls, meaning that this entire place is in dim lighting. If you do not have dark vision and are attacking from the range, you have a penalty to hit in dim light.
Even
You
the
are
dim vision?
concealed. If you have
What
low
if
light
you
vision,
have
you
dark
treat
vision?
dim light as if it was normal light.
Oh, okay, sick.
I've got dark
If you
light.
have dark
If you have
vision,
dark
you treat it as
vision.
normal light.
Gotcha.
Your low light vision is upgraded to dark vision, dear.
Yep, but even if I'm attacking from the range, I don't get the
Correct.
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's pretty much you.
Okay.
You cannot attack. You have concealment against targets farther away from you if you have normal vision and dim light. Does anybody here even have normal vision?
Nope. I don't
Fuck
think
me.
so.
Okay. I don't know what I expected.
McRip.
So, as you guys enter the facility, the stones down here are set into the wall and smooth. They have a slightly glossy sheen to them as you step over them, and the pristine air of the academy is washed away, and you smell the heavy scent of rotten iron in the air.
Ugh.
And that is further compounded by the congealed pools of blood littering the stoneway before you and streaking down the hallway ahead.
Welcoming.
I don't like this place.
There's no place we're gonna like for a while.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get a move on.
I'm popping detect magic as we walk.
Alright.
Miko's
Are you
going,
just pinging it around you?
Yep, constantly.
Miko's gonna try and be as quiet as possible. Shield up.
What's the range on detect magic?
30 feet. Emanation.
Hold on. There we go.
Fun.
Yeah, so I can fucking tell.
You just
I just put a
double
marker on
thing
him.
it, Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he did. Alright. You do not currently detect anything. What would you guys like to do?
What is this?
We advance.
The red on the floor? That is small pools of congealed blood on the smooth stone surfaces.
Okay. Reeves is going to be quiet and go over here.
Alright.
And peer down here.
Alright. If you're sneaking, give me stealth checks.
Yes.
Yeah, I should
Sneaky.
probably do that.
That's a better roll.
If everybody else is gonna try to be quiet.
Natural 20, 32.
27.
30.
Alright. Reese, you've hit peak fear calm.
My axolotl rolls good.
I hit the top of fear and breached it right back into calm.
Like, this is fine.
You sneaking, Wolf? This is
Nathan's
Nathan
AFK.
died.
I heard him yelling as he ran back.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Roll me stealth, my dude.
Is stealth a trained skill for you, Mika?
I am actually. I think I finally. Yeah, just trained. I think I took it with a recent skill up.
See.
I'll see if you just roll shit.
So pretty much. Are you expert or master in stealth now, Reeves?
Master.
Okay, so yeah, your guys is everybody but Reeves gets a I think a 3 or 4 point boost to that.
Oh wow.
Follow the expert. So
I disappear from this campaign.
yeah, pretty much. So as you guys hurry to either side and peek your way inside, you see that the entire room is spattered about with similar pools of congealed blood in various states of decay. It reeks something fierce, and there are tracks layered into it as if it was a dirt path that had been traveled for generations. Something has been moving through here, and a lot, and it looks like these pools have been building up and being scraped away over time, creating a beautiful, disgusting portrait of gore on the floor.
Lovely.
Yep. You sense no further movement in the room.
I don't detect any magic from it either.
You do not.
Miko will start advancing along the wall to the next spot.
Reeves is gonna go to here.
It's the next opening all the way at the end, looks like.
Well,
Yep.
looking at this first.
Yep. You notice that there are a couple of footsteps more heavily outlined recently in dried blood. On either side of it, you see slightly fainter variants that are harder to pick up in the lighting, but they are still there. It looks like somebody had traveled this path some point recently. Whether that was hours ago or days ago is hard to tell, though, in this kind of environment.
How high is the ceiling?
Currently, it's about 10 feet.
Okay. Peer around the corner.
Okay. So let me reveal that for you. Boop. Boop. Up ahead, you see a room with a curved back wall, and lining the pathway are 6 metal statues, similar to those that you might see in a mansion or something similar. They are suits of armor. They do not look to be occupied by a body.
Do they look like?
Reeves' alarm bells are already going off.
Do they look like the ones we ran into in the basement of that mansion?
Though these ones are not made of stone.
Do you want me to go forward and check for magic?
Yeah, I'll back you up, buddy.
Okay. Gonna move to there.
So, Reese,
Mhm.
as you step forward, does detect magic give you a precise location now? Or just the presence?
Let me look it up real quick. I think it gives me a location now, but I'm gonna double check. I think that's what I got at level 7. Heightened fourth. You can also pinpoint the source of the highest level magic.
So, you get a powerful sense of necromancy.
I can narrow it down to within a 5-foot cube. Okay.
From this cube here.
Necromantic magic in the armor.
Well,
Oh, lovely.
Which one?
Just the one?
From what you can sense, yes.
As far as I can see, the one to the
Right.
right. To like turn and be like, The one to the right. I can try dispel magic on it.
Before you do so, Reeves is going to set down a trip snare right here.
Right in front of you?
Yep. And then
Just be aware of where you're moving, Mika.
Mhm.
Reeves just put down a snare.
I'm trying to figure out distancing.
Yep, no worries. Alright. And Reese, did you want to try dispelling?
Yes, as soon as his trap's done.
Alright.
Tinker, tinker, tinker. Go for it.
Alright, I'll just need to focus for this, so... Do I have to make a check?
I need you to make me a counteract check.
I've never done this before. This whole
Yeah.
campaign.
It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Is Wolf further up? Down the hallway?
Yeah. I moved him, and it moved him back.
Oh, weird.
Your internet might have hiccuped. Your modifier is your spellcasting ability modifier plus your casting proficiency bonus.
Mm,
So your spell attack bonus.
so it's my modifier plus my bonus?
Whatever your spell attack bonus is, that is your modifier.
Okay. $31.
Let us see, let us see. So, you go to cast the Dispel Magic effect, and as you go to reach out to try to cancel the spell, you can't feel anything to latch onto with it. I'm going to not eat that spell slot, so just for your
Okay.
awareness, spells do not. I mean, dispel magic cannot dispel something that does not have an instantaneous duration. Something that summons a creature or something similar like that will not cause the summoned creature just to die.
Mm.
Otherwise, dispel magic would be insanely powerful against summons. That's a nice
Rising
400
GM.
HP you have. Bye.
It was just in case it was like something not. It was something else.
But they are summoned creatures.
Reese is gonna.
And as you're reaching out to react to that, you see the statues begin to shift and shuffle as 3 of them within the room begin to move in response to the magic that reached out to one of them.
I couldn't latch onto it, and I'm gonna cast Mirror Image before we roll.
Is it initiative time?
Yeah, Mika say Mika's gonna fire up her ember.
Wait, I can't do that yet. Fuck. Never mind. I meant to retrain that, and I didn't because I didn't have time.
Can I use stealth?
What?
If it's initiative time, can I use stealth?
Yes, because if you want, anybody can use stealth instead of perception for initiative.
Oh, okay.
37.
Jesus Christ. 35. 33. What the fuck?
Alright,
What
guys, we'll have fun
on
doing
right
this
now?
fight.
I'm excited to roll a 7. 27, there was a 7 in there. Called it.
Add turn, okay. Alright, let's get these fucking insane things in here. Okay. Wolf is 34. Reese is 27.
I will be activating my little trick, by the way, that I picked up.
Oh, yes. So, you guys all feel inspired as combat begins. Everybody can move 5 feet as I'm getting initiative ready.
Scoot.
To the horizon.
Wolf does yell that, too.
Yeah. Your stealth breaks as Wolf screams to the horizon and you all feel inspired. That does not affect your roll, Sephi.
Yeah. Reeves is fine right there.
My brain is broken. Where's Kevin? Okay, there we go.
I wish I could.
I was
swap
looking
places
for
with
the
Wolf,
Lana
but-
icon in the fucking Roll20 list. I was like, where's Lana?
Tag you out, Reese.
It's okay.
I will
sure
say
you'll
once.
get past me eventually.
I will say once they got into the basement, Reeves would have swapped out to his heavy frame.
That is fair. And 33. Alright, what are these goons' initiatives? Okay, well, 2 of you tried. And their bonus is okay. And thus we sort. So, Reeves,
Hi.
what would you like to do?
Reeves will fire. Well, he'll first take he'll take a shot at this guy.
Alright. Give me a roll to hit. He is flat-footed.
Excellent. So that'd be plus 16. Actually, as he goes to fire, if anyone's like paying attention, like there's no knife like attached to his to his crossbow, but he just like gives like a little oh, and instantaneously a blade just materializes.
I picked up some fun tricks.
And he will levy a shot. 33.
33. That's a hit.
Oh wow. Okay. Even with left-footed.
Correct.
Wow. Okay.
You're playing in the bigs leagues now.
And all right, with the weapon specialization stuff, I add like 2 damage.
I believe so.
Yeah. So 12 plus.
And then sneak attack.
There we go. 24.
That's pretty good. Alright, 24. And the default is okay. And what would you like to do with your remaining 2 actions?
Remaining 2 actions. I think he'll just use them to reload for now. See what his companions do.
Alright. Let me just finish slapping some HP on these goons, and then we'll be good to go. Tomas, what would you like to do? Wolf, you're on deck.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. We can. So is it like the ones that are actually circle like that? The ones with health bars are the ones that are moving,
Correct.
and we can tell that.
Correct.
I'm gonna target the one far in the back,
Alright.
and then I'm going to hunted shot and normal shot at it.
Give me 3 shots.
Is my special rune doing the thingy?
It is... Is it undead?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay, let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's undead.
And it does positive damage, I believe.
Yeah, 1d6 extra to undead.
Alright.
I know what I'm doing, I swear.
30.
30.
That's a hit.
You know how I made that really handy notebook?
Yeah.
It's upstairs.
Inside. Yeah.
I'll go get it for you, Sam.
Thanks, Nathan.
Give me 2 days.
What is my... I'm sorry, I can't remember what my modifier is for the second hit. Oh, that is.
Minus 4.
Yeah.
No, it's minus
It's minus
3.
3 because hunt target.
Mm.
13. 24?
Miss.
Okay.
Even with flat foot.
That's a miss, that's a 23.
That is unfortunate. But roll me the damage for that first one. Remember, I think you have weapon specialization.
Ugh.
Or weapon focus, whatever the fuck it's called.
Is that just my extra 2 damage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I have that marked
Okay.
down. Good. I was prepared, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5 positive damage. And then
Okay.
15 normal damage.
Alright. Wolf, you are up.
Oh,
Mika,
okay,
you're on
Loki.
deck.
Mr. Matt.
Yes.
So if I were to go here, then here, is that possible with sudden charge? I don't know if like the enemy gets a hit on me if I do that or something.
If they have a reaction that triggers based off movement, they can swing on you if you do that.
Okay.
It is your judge as to whether you think they have an attack of opportunity.
Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Sudden
Alright,
charge.
what's your AC?
Jesus Christ. 28.
Oh, he rolled the roll. That's only a 21 to hit. Alright.
The old sprint dodge.
Yep.
Get my hit. Oof.
That's a whiff.
Yikes! Gonna swing again. Should be a 13. Are you fucking?
That's also a miss, my dude.
You
That's
fucking.
rough. That's rough, buddy. Mika, you're up.
Nathan rolled a fuck.
A double fuck.
Alrighty, let's see here. Alright. Eyeball a couple of things here, and then she's gonna go ahead and also do a sudden charge to get behind this guy
Okay.
and take a swing.
Alright, roll me a hit.
Alright. $36.
That is just barely a crit.
So I don't know if there are any flanking bonuses or what have you. That's just roll plus my plus for the hammer. So
Yeah, I already applied flanking bonus to it.
Cool.
That turned it into a crit.
okie doke. Where the hell are all my dice? Okay.
Reese, you're the next PC up. Start thinking.
Gotcha.
Alright, so that's just double everything again.
Yep, roll the value and then double the result.
And I have weapon specialization with hammer now. Does that add on to damage or
Yeah, I think it's another +2.
I have 3 written. Is it
Yeah, if it's +3. Oh, yeah, because you're a master, right.
the hammer? Okay. 28 damage, and when it's a crit with the hammer, I think they go prone because of the weapon master.
I'll check to make sure they don't have a save against that. Weapons, critical specializations, hammer. Yep, target is prone. So you knock the statue prone as you hammer into his chest. And was it 26? You said
E B 28. I guess 28.
28.
8,
That doubles to.
11, 14, 28, yes.
Alright, so that doubles to
That is doubled.
56. Oh, that is doubled.
That is
okay.
doubled, yes. Sorry.
Alright. And he is knocked prone. Do you have any other actions, or was that it?
I have one other action, and let's see here. Gonna go ahead and actually gonna go ahead and raise the shield, and that's it.
Alright. Alright. So. Right. Oh, yeah, it has been some time. So, let me turn on the music real quick, because I'm a smart boy and forgot to. Oh. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So, first up is this guy. He's going to go this way, and then there. He's going to charge at the tiny green man who shot him. What's the save on that?
Actually, let me double check that.
It's a lot of charge.
He used 2 movement to get there.
20 save is 23. Reflex.
He rolled a 20.
No.
So
Creature falls
is that-
prone.
Okay. So as he falls down, he's going to reach to his saw. He's just going to try to decapitate your ankles from the rest of your leg real quick.
Ow.
The statue gives up on life. Alright.
Reachosaurus scrambles back.
Okay.
Lot of help.
I'm checking to see if something moves. Oh, bully. Alright. The statue's gonna eat it. I'm not spending the next rest of this combat prone. The statue's gonna use an action to stand up, which has the move trigger.
That mean I can do a attack of opportunity and smack it for standing?
If attack of opportunity can trigger based off movement within your space.
It just says creature in reach moves is what I have written.
Yup.
Alright.
And Wolf would have that same reaction.
If you
Hell yeah.
smack.
I wasn't finna to just be prone the entire fight. He'll either die a hero or stand up and slap you.
We just both get a hit?
Roll me
Go
a
hit.
yep.
31 total.
31 hits.
Alright. This is 18.
Alright. And you, Wolf? Hits. Alright. So another 16 off that. Alright, he is not looking very... So as he stands up, you try to hammer in the helmet of the armor, and it just kind of caves in and tumbles off. And as the headless knight stands up, he tries to swing at you, Mika. That's a 29 to hit.
I was gonna say, does it? Does she still have the shield raise if she took the attack of opportunity?
Yes, but she cannot trigger the shield block.
Okay, yeah, and I was asking if it just she had it raised, so she got the AC bonus. Okay, so yeah, that still hits.
Okay, that hits. Okay, that is going to be 18 slashing damage.
Alright. 18.
And then he is going to quickly reach to his side and try to counter swing the hatchet into Wolf's neck. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
Nope.
Unfortunate. That is his turn. Next up is you, Reese. Lana, you are on deck.
Okay. So, first Reese is gonna pop that Inspire Courage up.
And I'll get your other border up.
I just imagine on Vit and Matt's screen, Reese will just become like a kaleidoscope of color.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna slide over here real quick. And then I'm gonna cast Haste on Lana.
Hey.
Lana, go fast.
Zoom.
I feel like Lana needs some of that. And I'm gonna move here to keep everybody in range, even though I don't super want to be close to that guy. No, never mind. I'm gonna stay back here. No, I'm gonna stay back there. I'm not moving.
Alright, Lana, you are up.
Alright.
Reeves, you are next on deck after an enemy.
Lana's gonna spend 40 feet of movement to cruise right here.
Yep.
And then, she is going to flurry this gentleman.
Yep.
Just a regular flurry.
He's on the floor and prone.
Yeah. $24.
Prone. You're flat-footed and take an extra penalty to attack, not to being hit. Unfortunately, that second one is also a miss.
Wait, let's try 2 more times. Nope, Lana had a useless turn. Pass.
Yeah, you come around and just try to crush the head underneath your heel, and the helmet just crumples, but he seems completely unfazed by that. We.
I tried.
Alright. Friend of Puss in the back here. So, he's gonna start styling on you, Wolf. He is going to step over this way and whip a hatchet into your spine. That is a 32 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So you take 11 slashing damage as it digs into your side, and you feel it instantly disappear as it teleports back into his hand, and he whips it at you again.
It's got fucking Mjolnir over here.
26 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and then it snaps back to his hand. Reeves, you're up. Tomas, you're on deck.
Do I have any line of sight to this guy?
You can see him. There are people that would give him screening. So you take a -2 to hit.
Okay. Reeves is gonna try it.
Alright.
Hero point. Nope.
Oof. Alright. You fire the shot, but you have to correct as it goes to swing and Mika goes to block the attack, and your shot goes wide.
That's so frustrating. Okay, well, the crossbow is empty, so he's just gonna try and stab this guy.
Hell yeah. Roll me a follow-up hit.
Okay.
That works! Jesus Christ, this
Can
poor
I have
man.
one of those, please?
So, 2d. Let's do 2d6 plus 6.
Alright.
Plus another 2d6.
And then roll your deadly dice, which we don't double.
That's just 1d8, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure bleed damage doesn't apply here.
What was that?
Does bleed damage apply here since I critted?
Oddly enough, bleed does work here. Huh. I was not expecting that answer, but yes.
So 3 bleed damage, whatever that means.
Alright. It means on everyone, it means he'll take 3 bleed damage now, and on his turn you get to roll that d6 again.
Cool.
So that goes to 22, which doubles to 44, 49, 52. That means he goes down to... Oh god, math is hard. There we go. You fucking tear through this thing as the bayonet shifts into a razor-sharp serrated dagger and just tears through the front of this thing like a can opener.
Nice. And then...
And you see the rotting flesh underneath begin to bleed heavily.
Ugh.
It does not smell great.
Ugh. Okay, and then he has 1 action left, and I think he's just going to do... I think he's just going to use that to reload the crossbow the rest of the way.
Alright. That case, Tomas, you are up. Wolf, you're on deck.
Okay,
Okay.
he's gonna stay in his spot and keep shooting at the one that he hunt targeted.
Alright. Give me attack rolls.
That's an 18.
Miss.
That one is a 28.
Just hits.
That's a miss. And that one is a 26, so that's a miss also.
Unfortunately.
That's 2 positive and 13 normal.
Alright, not bad. Alright. Wolf, you're up. Mika, you're on deck.
Wolf is going to slam this man with a power attack.
Alright, roll me to hit. Hits. Not bad, my dude. It is looking pretty rough. What do you want to do with your last action?
I will hit him again, actually.
Okay.
That only counts as 1 towards my penalty, right? I'm thinking the right thing?
Correct.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a hit. Roll me damage. Alright. Wolf manages to put the first one down.
Hey.
Yay. Alright. So as Wolf topples that one, Mika, what would you like to do?
Alright. She was gonna swing on him, but. It looks like Reeves and Lana have the other one reasonably well in hand. So.
Reads correction.
Yeah. So Mika's gonna do a
Lana's
sudden.
just warming up.
Do a.
Things go off my legs again. What we were talking about.
Let's see here. Actually, let's see. If she does a lunge. Actually, Lana's in the way. She wouldn't be able to lunge at the thing, would she? Because it's only within. Basically adds 5 foot on to me. To my reach.
Yeah, it essentially gives you a 10-foot reach instead of a 5-foot reach.
Would that work in this case? Or would Lana be... Would she have to shovel Lana out of the way to do that?
Because you're against a wall, I would say you couldn't do it from there.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Dwarves are pretty good at stoneworking, not enough to burrow through stone in 6 seconds and punch somebody in the face.
Not yet. Okay. So in that case, she's actually gonna sudden charge up on this guy then.
Alright, roll me a hit.
$32 total.
That's a hit.
Uh, 12 damage.
Alright.
And she's gonna raise her shield.
Alright.
Plant it and raise it.
So, next up is Armored Boy. Reese, you're on deck. Armored Man is going to stand up.
Lana, do you have anything?
Nope.
Alright. He's gonna double fist this thing and try to decapitate you real quick, Reeves.
Well, I guess he deserves it.
Yeah. That is a 31 to hit.
That'll do it.
Uh, 14 slashing damage.
Okay. That takes him down to 69.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
He's going to try to backswing with a hatchet once against Lana. Lana, you managed to dodge it because he rolled like dog shit. And then he's going to return his focus back to Reeves and try to hack into you again. That is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, that is going to be another 14 damage.
Ow. Okay. Nice solid hits.
Alright. Also, I need to look something up because I'm a fucking stupid idiot and don't know how to read.
Does the bleed apply on his turn or my turn?
On his turn, roll me a 1d6.
He'll take another 6 points damage.
Alright. So I'm a smart boy. I need everybody in this room to roll me a will saving throw.
Oh boy.
Where is my will? There it is.
23.
17.
26.
Anybody that rolled under a 23,
Uh-oh.
you are
Just made it.
frightened 1.
What does that mean?
You take a -1 to all modifiers while in the presence of these creatures.
Okay.
So, to hit to anything?
Basically.
Okay.
It's being counteracted by my thing, though.
My willpower is too powerful because I'm so excited!
I forgot about your
Yeah.
courage thing up, actually.
Even with the +2, it's still only a 19.
Yeah.
Does it reduce incoming values by 1, or just you reduce 2 per turn instead of 1?
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
I think it's any time you would reduce frightened, reduce it by an additional 1.
All I have, yeah, successful save against fear equals a critical success, and my frightened would be, I just have frightened -1.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see if I can
So
find
at
that.
the end of your turn, you take -2 instead of -1. Okay.
I'm pulling it up now.
So Reese, you're up.
Well,
Lana, you're on deck.
gonna keep the song going.
Yep.
I think I'm okay where I am. I need to measure something.
Okay, anytime I gain frightened, reduce its value by 1.
I'm gonna take 2 actions and magic missile that guy that Mika's on.
Got him.
2d4 plus 2. Six
fuck that guy.
damage.
Zot.
It's too far away.
Also, Reeves and Lana, as you look at the creature in front of you, some of its flesh and the armor starts to knit itself back together very slowly. Anything else you would like to do on your turn, Reese?
I'm good.
Okay. Lana, you're up. Reeves, you are the next player character on deck.
Alright, let's play the wonderful game of does Lana get a turn this time? Flurry. 1, 2, 29 to
That's a
hit.
hit.
Thank you. 2d6. Plus... I think it's still just 3. Plus 2, weapon spec. Okay, so it's actually like 4, I think. 16 damage.
Nice.
That's
Max damage.
pretty good. So you cave in a good part of the armor. This thing is barely holding itself together.
She's gonna try to punch it again.
Alright.
So
I believe you have 3 actions left.
yeah. This is gonna be the hasted action. 1 more punch. And then she's... fuck it. Yay, she punched.
Yeah.
It does need to make a
just-
fort save.
What?
It does need to make a fort save because it was a flurry that she hit on.
Right. That is a 24.
It saves.
Just for reference, some people were barely hitting on a 28.
Mm-hmm.
So with flanking, you would need to roll an 18 or higher to hit on the 3rd swing.
Damn. Okay.
Matt,
Yes,
are you adding Reese's thingy, or are we supposed to add Reese's thingy?
I am adding it.
Oh, good, because I forgot about it.
Yeah. Alright, and Lana, you are no longer frightened if you were.
She was not. She needed
Alright,
to
she
save.
passed, okay. Mika. Let's swing on the Mika.
Oh dear.
That's a natural 1. That's a 25 to hit.
Does a 25 hit? I have my shield up. No, that does not. Just barely.
Alright. So this thing is just pounding away at your shield with its sword, but it's not able to get through.
Poor shield.
It's slowly knitting itself back together, though. Reeves, you're up.
32 to hit.
That's a hit. You can't opening the man on the ground to death.
I am.
Alright.
And then another 2d6. 419.
Yeah. Reeb hacksaws this poor corpse in half. And never had a chance. What would you like to do with your remaining 2 actions? Tomas, you're on deck.
Where do I need to move to not get screening, to not have Mika screen for this guy?
Too bad you're the
What's your
only
movement?
one shorter than Mika.
What's your movement? 20 or 25?
30.
Oh, 30? If you move over here, I'll say you don't have screening.
Alright.
Yeah.
He's just gonna dash forward, and he's attempting to fire a bolt into the guy.
Alright.
Nope.
Alright. Now I can, just for tracking purposes, I'll do this now. Say hello to Phantom Reeves.
Huh?
Hi, Phantom Reaps.
Hi, Phantom Reeps.
The Dullahan seems off guard after that attack. Tomas, you're up.
Is this an actual Phantom, or is this just for your tracking?
This for me tracking.
Okay.
I'm gonna do my 4 shots because
Fuck it.
yes,
Give me them hits.
that one is a 29.
Hit.
That one is 31,
Hit.
15,
Miss.
15.
Miss. Alright, 2 hits. Wolf, you're up. After this.
Okay.
Okay, that is 7 positive damage. Oh, that's a sad fucking roll. 11 normal damage in both
Alright.
hits.
So 11 and 7, so 18 total across both hits?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's okay, I'll kill it eventually. Just give me a few more hits. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
Whittle it down.
There we go. Wolf, you're up. What would you like to do? Mika, you're on deck.
Wolfie boy is going to sudden charge there.
Alright. Wolf, you have flanking.
What is Wolf's movement?
40. Or
Just-
20, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's a hit. Roll me damage. Not bad. What would you like to do with your last action?
I'm just gonna try to finish it off.
Roll me that swing then.
Oof.
Even with all the modifiers, that is a miss. Mika, you are up. What would you like to do?
Just going to try to crush this tin can. Let's see here. First hit is a 29. Second hit is a 25.
Miss.
Okay. Is a 29 a hit?
It is.
Okay. What's the modifier for a third? Actually, never mind. Scratch that. Just 1 hit. 6. 17 damage.
That will do it. And with that, Mika puts him down. The last of them crumples. Their armor is now beat to all shit. And it looks like your 3 combatants are dealt with.
Reese is kind of gonna scoot up this way and detect magics again.
Yep, you see the faint. You sense a couple low-level pings. Does it detect the highest tier only?
Let me go back to it. It's detect magic. Let's see. You can detect. You learn the School of Magic for the highest level effect within range. Multiple effects are equally strong. GM determines what you learn. You also pinpoint source of the highest level magic. You don't learn. You can narrow it down to a source within a 5-foot cube.
All right. So, as the Doolahans begin to dissipate and you ping again, you feel a large, not as in like insanely powerful, but as in it is spanning the entire left side edge of your ping. So over here is a bunch of necromancy.
Behind the wall?
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of necromancy over there, and Reese is gonna point at the wall.
Reeves just sort of whips his head around.
I don't know if this loops around or anything, but it's a lot.
Well, best we find out quietly.
Hopefully they are not wearing armor.
One can hope.
It's a mage. They're smart. Be careful.
Also, my wounds are now hurting.
Reese will go over and try to treat Reeves' wounds a little bit.
I don't know if it's a good idea to be spending time doing that. We're kind of on the clock here.
That's fair.
Fuck it. He does not say fuck it. He's like, screw it. I do have a moderate healing potion on me.
Can Mika see down the hallway from where she is? Or the opening nearby?
I'm gonna roll some stealth.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to sneak, roll me some stuff.
Stealth time.
What's the stats on the moderate healing potion?
Natural 20 again.
Jeez. Oh my god, me too.
Moderate, you said?
Yeah.
3d8 plus 10. I'll let you slow chug it for max heal outside of combat.
Okay, so I can just get
every drop. Like that
yeah.
should dry.
So 34.
Natural 20 buddies.
Natural 20 buddies.
Alright, you guys want to do anything in this room? You can see a passageway leading.
You gotta be kidding
down
me.
About 5 feet.
Aww.
Can I look around for anything unusual, like any magical oriented traps or anything like that? I think I'm bad at this.
Roll me perception.
I'm not bad at perception, I guess.
Don't see anything out of place.
I'm just gonna kind of stay in the middle of the pack to keep pinging.
Reeves thinks he's being sneaky.
He got cocky.
No, the dice just screwed him.
Yeah, Mika's gonna try and keep pace and keep shield up.
I need to not be blinded every time I look at Reese real
Yeah. The double layer cake is terrific, but
quick. Oh, there we go.
am I getting any additional pings or not?
Not from where you are, no.
Okay.
This is a rather windy place.
I had a strange inkling that we're probably headed right for that giant undead source that I found.
Seems likely. It looks like a bit of a room ahead. Reeves, you might
I'd
want
be careful.
As Reeves walks by. Is that a hole or a pillar?
That is a pillar in the center of the room.
Okay.
What is this?
That is a burning inferno of fire in that doorway.
Can I try and cast a spell magic on that?
You can try.
Is it? Wait. I'm not gonna do that yet. I don't think I'm in range for one, and two, I need to determine whether it's magic.
That would be a good idea.
Getting ahead of myself.
Lad, which way did you say your source was?
It'd be, oh god, northeast.
Yeah. Northeast from here.
So, not the flaming hallway. Maybe we best leave that entrance alone for the moment.
I'm at least gonna check it out and see if I can get rid of it. It might be hiding what we need.
Rudy's just gonna sneak behind his corner to peer
I'm gonna-
over here.
No, that's fair.
Yep. You peek around the corner and see a room with a massive pool of blood staining the floor, and various instruments that you would not like ever to touch lining the walls.
That's a bad room. That's a
Not
bad room.
I'm gonna quietly sneak a little bit closer to that doorway.
Mika's gonna sneak this way to keep guard on that hallway.
Alright.
I'm just gonna move there. See if I can pick up any magic from that fire.
Alright, let me see. There we go. You sense evocation coming from that fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and dispel it.
Roll me the spell check.
At least now I know what it is. Woo! I'll hero point that. 26.
You go to reach out and you feel the spell connect, but it feels almost like you touch the burner of a stove as you pull your hand back and the spell sizzles.
Ow, fuck. Okay. Well, that was ineffective.
So we're not going through there.
No.
Mika's
I
gonna...
wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. Mika's gonna motion over to Reeves for a second.
What?
Hold up a moment before we go into the next area, would you mind, please? I want to try
I'd rather
something.
see what's there.
I would too, and I want to try something before we end up getting shot at first. Alright, looks like a small room. Before you shoot something next, if you get a chance, let me see your weapon for a moment. But I don't see anything to shoot. You sure
My
it
weapon's
was...
just fine.
I thought it might make it more interesting. I thought you said it was this way, Reese.
Further north. Am I detecting magic in this room?
Every time you ping it, you get something different, all of them very small, minor effects.
Okay. There's a lot of magic stuff in here. I'm gonna start looking around.
Alright. Anybody that wants to poke around, give me a perception check.
Yeah. Mika's gonna go check the far wall in particular.
Alright.
Investigation?
22.
23.
Or perception, that's right. That's a perception check.
Yep. So, as you guys are poking around the room, is that a 26 for the search? Or was that... No, that was the dispel. 23 was your search.
Yeah.
Reese, as you're going over some of the supplies, you notice amongst the various ichors and poisons they have there, you do see a pretty standard moderate healing potion amongst their collection.
Gonna pocket that.
I figured you might.
What's a moderate?
3d8 plus
Plus 10.
plus 10.
Hot.
Alright, what else did we get for search values? Let's see. Tomas. As you're going over the supplies on the desk, you notice something similar. It looks almost like the runestone that was given to you by Lana that you applied to your weapon, but the symbol on the stone is different.
Class, gonna pick it up like, Aries, what's the symbol?
I'll check it out. Is it an occult check?
It is.
Okay. 27.
You're pretty sure you've heard of this one before? It's one of the... It's more commonly used on high level, or decently high level, magical weapons used by fighters that have a bit of money behind them. This is a wounding rune. It typically causes the weapon to grow serrated and tear flesh as they swing them through, causing bleeding damage.
I'll relay that and hand it back to Tomas.
Oy.
Okay, which one of you wants with the stabby stabs wants it?
Could deal with that later. Take some work to attach that thing.
I know, but I could give it to you, and then I don't forget to give it to you later. And I'll just hand it to Mika. I want it.
Okay. There's Mika. There's Mika.
Tomas gave you the round.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Wolf, are you poking around as well?
Yep.
Give me a perception check. Okay. As people are poking around, Mika,
Yes.
on the back wall, hidden behind one of the legs of the desk, you can see that one of the stones on the back wall is loose.
I think I might have found something. She's gonna reach out for the stone thing, poke a poke at it.
Yep. Moving it aside, it looks like you found a small hidden storage area. Amongst the things in there, most of them have decayed into nothingness or rotted away, but you do find one flask full of a silver liquid, and you find a handle built into the back wall.
I think I found our way through. She'll
Careful.
pocket the flask for the moment.
Alright.
Whatever's behind that wall is big.
Aye, this is why I'm gonna stand in front and one of you will pull this handle.
Also, as a final note, Wolf, as you're looking over the supplies, you do notice a collection of powders and other fine materials that were set aside. It looks like somebody was working on some kind of crafting, maybe some sort of weaving or other magical process, but you can't make out the details of what they were working on.
Matt, is there any way I can yoink these things?
Yes.
I would like to yoink, please.
Alright. Write unknown magical crafting supplies
Sweet.
for Magical Michaels.
Magical Michael.
Is it glitter? It's always glitter.
It's magical glitter.
The whole campsite is going to be full of magical glitter by evening.
Alright. So, who wants to pull the fun lever?
Mika's gonna ready her shield and stand where she thinks the door might be near the lever, and
Lana will make her way up and pull the lever.
Alright. You guys hear the loud chunk in the wall as the lever clicks. And then silence.
alright.
May have opened in another room.
Makes some sense.
Maybe I turned off the fire.
That's also possible. Alright.
Yep. As you guys turn around the corner, you no longer hear the sounds of roaring flame, and the fire blocking the passageway is gone.
Oh, I feel like I wasted my magic now.
Hey, you could have known.
Do we need to reroll stealth after doing all that searching?
No, I could say you guys were doing that searching in that same stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
We see nothing. I see nothing.
you see nothing. Fuck. My life is hard.
DMing's hard.
That's why, because I put them on the map layer. I mean, I put nothing on the map layer. What are you talking about?
There's no encounter in Ba Sing Se.
No.
I understood that reference.
Still pinging. Internally pinging.
Eternally quiet. So, as you guys enter the room, alright. It looks like this large open room has a series of stairs that lead to an incline about 10 to 15 feet above you. That in a passageway that leads further north.
Alright. Glance back at Reese and see if he, basically see if he acts like he's noticing anything.
He's just gonna shake his head.
Shrug and continue on her merry way.
Alright. Alright, so you guys begin ascending the stairwell. Alright,
What do my trap finding eyes see?
what do your trap finding eyes see? What's your perception modifier?
Plus 14.
Your trap sensing eyes see a glimmer of light as your head peeks over the crest of the stairway. You see something shining just underneath the blood right here. It doesn't look like a physical object, it looks like something carved in the stone.
Careful approaching that body there.
Duly noted. Miko kind of edge up around the stairs and stick to the... kind of give it a wide berth.
Move here.
Reese, as you start getting closer and closer with the pings, you sense something of what's the fucking divination in the area that Reese pointed out.
Can I see it? Where it
You
is?
see a rune carved underneath the blood. Yes.
Would I know how to disable the room?
If you want to make a thievery check to disable the device, you could try.
What is my thievery at? It's about the same as everything else.
So if you want to try to magically disable it, you could do so with a thievery check. So rather than using like dispel magic, you try to obfuscate the rune in a way that it won't affect you non-magically.
Fuck it.
Seems
Can't
to be
wait to explode.
Seems to be a theme tonight.
27.
27 ain't bad at all. So, reaching through your supplies, you eventually pull up some sort of heavy powder, used either for crafting or as a component for one of your makeups, knowing that if you completely obfuscate the rune and prevent the magic from channeling through it, you'll essentially smother its ability to sense. So you package up a little bit of that and try to judge its weight for a second, and toss a ball of the stuff across the room, and it lands and just barely spreads across the top of it, and you think you might have disabled it.
Okay, just be careful around it. It was, probably used to detect our presence. Let's move quickly.
Agreed. Mika's gonna keep advancing. Shield staying raised. Kind of give it a bit of a berth, but
So, at the top of the stairway, you can see there are several disused piles of bones scattered about the floor up here, and they seem to be growing denser and denser as the hallway leads north.
oh, that's comforting.
Remember, necromancy.
I thought they went away from civilization to not be judged.
Whatever happened here is bad things. Not probably necessarily related to the majority. Probably the minority.
Alright. As I said before, the collection of bones grows more dense the further north you go.
Right. What are we looking for again?
You know, I don't think we asked.
Perfect.
But I have a feeling I'll know it when I see it.
Some
If
kind
it's
of
magical.
big magical thing that, yeah.
Perfect.
Well, we're going towards one of those, according to Reese.
It was undead, which means something big and nasty is waiting for us.
Probably just something guarding it. Oh, this is Shovel Knight. Why did it take me so long to figure it out?
I'm sitting here. I know the song, but it's killing
I know,
me.
it was driving me fucking crazy.
Hi. So, Reeves.
Oh, I was in the process of moving my token. Damn it.
What did my botch stealth roll give me?
I don't know what your bot stealth roll gave you, because you guys passed the group stealth check. Well, I'll tell you what your goblin eyes see. As soon as I finish with my friendly neighborhood...
Polygon reveal
tool.
tool.
Oh, motherfucker.
I look friendly.
Hey! What
That's-
the fuck? Matt, did you make that, or is that part of the map?
It's combined multiple objects laid on top of each other. Skeleton pile is its own random image, and then the other magical items I overlaid to create the other effect.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Glowing circle of bones is bad, right?
That
No, that's
yes.
really evil.
That's
fine.
very, very bad.
Traced in an arcane sigil across the floor and surrounded by several glowing runes, you can almost feel the magic pulsing through the air and trailing upwards, beating almost like a heart. You can see the bones within the center slowly beginning to crumble to dust, and the individual blood spatters underneath them evaporate into a red mist that is siphoned up into the air. Whatever happened here feels oppressive, just to be in its presence. This is not natural, believe it or not.
You don't say.
Would this be
Gee,
your?
what was your first-
Would this be your big magic source, lad?
Possibly. Can I lean around and take a look over Reeves?
Yes.
Brace yourself.
Ugh.
Mika's gonna go around the outer wall and shield up, kind of edge over to try and take a look around the corner.
Alright,
Reese is gonna
Mika,
move
you
around
get
the
that
corner.
far. How does everybody else want to move?
Reese is gonna move there and is gonna third time's the charm try to dispel magic. Maybe.
Roll me a counterspell check.
34.
That's not a bad roll at all.
Mm.
So, as you reach out, you feel the threads of some of the magic and reach out and try to sever them. And you crush them in your hands, but you can feel other threads starting to interweave around you, and you pull your hand back. The spell flickers and dims for a second, and you can see a couple of the skeletons within instantly crumble to dust. It looks like you've weakened the effects of the spell here, but have not stopped it completely. In response to that magical probing, one of the skeletons on the far side of the room begins to pick itself up from the rubble. The bones missing from it come flying to reassemble an amalgamation of a human form staring at you from the far side with glowing sockets.
Can Mika do something before we roll for initiative?
What would you like to do? That
She's-
depends.
She's gonna look back at Reeves for a second and cast Ember on his crossbow.
Alright. You have one extra damage dice on all of your attacks for the next minute when we start combat next time we play.
I wasn't sure
Time
how.
we play.
Mhm.
No.
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
And
it's almost midnight, but I will finish revealing this room for you. And one extra special thing when I'm done with that.
And you can make it fire damage if you want to.
Reeves did not consent to this.
Unfortunately, this party does not have consensual magic rules.
It's like I told you not to mess with my weapon.
Mika, you don't have time to respond to that as there's a loud rumbling, and you see skeletons, bones from either side flying to the pillars on either side of the room, assembling these amalgamations, these... What's the proper term for this? These horrific mannequins of bone and sinew, creating these horrific monstrosities in the vague shape of humans as they get up and stare at you with glowing empty eyes.
Those are very large.
Yes, they are, and you'll be dealing with them next time we play.
Is it too late for me to say that I didn't manage to disable the circle?
Are you sure? I think you did a good job there.
Fuck off, Thomas. You don't even know what magic is.
Tactical advantage, lad. That's all it is. Addressing Reeves, not Reese. Sorry.
I said no. Whatever.
Alright. And with that, we put a pause on the scene. Wee.
Reese
Are
did
we
his
having
best.
fun?
He tried really hard.
He did.
Matt over here just like, but I'm sorry, I can't let you completely undermine my boss encounter.
Nope. But Reese might have helped divert some more fun things. We'll see, won't we?
See that thing?
Yep. You guys avoided a smaller encounter, which was fun. But now we have this encounter, so we'll deal with that. It's gonna be a fun adventure.
Oh, was it because of the obfuscation rune?
Yep, you guys spotted and dealt with the obfuscation rune and rolled high enough stealth that they didn't detect you otherwise.
Hot.
Mm-hmm. Collective stealth, yeah.
Them 2 natural 20s.
Hey Matt,
But we'll pick. What's up?
I'm gonna tell you this so that I don't forget next time because it's me and you know me and you love me. It's when I do a hunt target that I tell one to fuck off and die, right?
How so? When you auto-apply poison?
No, the special thing you just gave me.
Oh, no, that's just an action at any point.
Okay. Oh, okay. I want to do that next time, and I'm telling you that so that I don't forget that I want to do that next time.
That is fair.
I love you.
Yep. But yes, for those of you that realized it, this is the Explodatorium Orchestral Remix.
Yeah, it took me a long time. It was bothering me.
That's enough of you.
I just heard sad news.
Oh.
Jenna Marbles is quitting YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Stop recording.